Good morning to you here on this April the 20th, Thursday morning. A lot of fog in many spots as we are beginning the day. That's a look during the 5 o'clock hour from our Greensboro Tower camera. You can see the reduced visibility as you look off there towards UNCG down Spring Garden. We'll take a look as well from the Dow YMCA camera, and it is kind of socked in right now around parts of the Charlotte metro. Here's the deal. You have a temperature and a dew point very close together, in some instances at the same value this morning, so a lot of humidity values between 90 and 100%, and fog that is pretty prevalent in some spots. Now, visibility is an issue this morning, but that'll improve. I wanted to show you the visible satellite yesterday, though, and you notice that that wedge really held firm roughly Interstate 85 north and west. You can see those clouds were pretty stubborn throughout the day, and so it is extremely evident where that wedge was located when you look at highs yesterday. Within the wedge, 60s at best, but down in Columbia it was 81. Charlotte only 66. It was only at 57 in North Wilkesboro, 60 in Mount Airy and Greensboro yesterday. Most of the Charlotte viewing area in the 60s, even 50s, and some mountain spots. But we do bust out of that wedge today, and it's going to be a much warmer weather day. There's your temperatures this morning across the region. Now, again, visibility is reduced, only a third of a mile of visibility as I cut the video in Charlotte. Some spots even lower than that, and so for that reason, we do have dense fog advisories in effect for the gray shaded counties until mid-morning. Now, off to the west of us, some showers going up this morning in eastern Tennessee and the westernmost parts of North Carolina. We will have a few showers and thunderstorms rumble into parts of especially northwestern North Carolina later today. And here's the activity with our next cold front. Even some snow flying in the UP of Michigan, and then some big thunderstorms in the rest of Michigan down into portions of the Plain States this morning. And that cold front set to play a big part in our weather tomorrow and into the weekend. Now, today, as mentioned, a few showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon and the evening hours. Here's the high resolution modeling. So you get the idea. A lot of us staying rain free, but there will be a few of those late day showers and thunderstorms today. And a warm day, too. Back into the warmer air as this wedge erodes. Could be in the upper 70s in some northern foothill spots, but a lot of Piedmont locations, lower side of the 80s. Let's check the Charlotte viewing area up in the mountains. Upper 60s for highs today. And then as you get out to the Piedmont, there you go, back into that warmer air, a lot of lower 80s on the board this afternoon. All right, tomorrow that cold front begins to approach, and so I do think in the afternoon and into the evening hours, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Another really warm day tomorrow. In fact, I still think Fayetteville and Columbia could make a run at 90 plus, well into the 80s for much of the Piedmont. And then a really challenging forecast for Saturday. I'm going right now with the idea that this frontal boundary retreats back off to the north just a bit. If that is the correct idea, we are mainly dry Saturday and we are very, very warm Saturday. So this is what we're going with for highs right now. However, the GFS continues to be very stubborn in this idea that the frontal position is further to the south through the day Saturday. And so that would indicate some chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms and a much different temperature scenario, especially up around the I-40 corridor. Temperatures much cooler on Saturday. That is a possibility. I have to evaluate that. I do think Sunday we have rain and embedded thunderstorms, and it could be a day where places like Greensboro and Raleigh are in the low to mid 60s at best Sunday with heavy rain. Further to the south, a severe weather threat roughly from the North and South Carolina state line and points southward. That'll, again, depend on where that frontal boundary sets up shop. So it's a really, really complex weekend forecast at this point. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.